We have this story here. A 21-year-old anti-ICE protester has been blinded after being shot during a local rally against the shooting death of Renee Good in Minnesota. That Friday night in Santa Ana turned violent. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez live in downtown Santa Ana. Christina, you spoke to this protester.
Yeah, this morning while he was still in the hospital, he has just been released. He identifies himself as Caden Rumler. He's blind in one eye, he says, and he's sharing photos of his injuries. And I'm going to warn you, they're disturbing, but he wants to share them because he says he wants people to understand the difference between what he's saying happened and what Department of Homeland Security is saying. We also have as much video as we could of the incident. So here, take a look. Federal agents approach protesters during a Friday night rally in Santa Ana. Grab someone holding a loudspeaker and pull him away as other protesters move up, including one wearing a dark shirt who doubles over. The other protester wearing a white shirt struggles with officers. The officers then grab the protester with the black shirt, Caden Rumler, who sent me these photos from the hospital where he says he is being treated for a serious eye injury, which he describes in a statement read by a fellow member of Dare to Struggle, the organization that was protesting Friday.
I heard a bang and suddenly I was on my knees. The DHS agent dragging me towards the building. I was gripping the front of my collar.
Over the phone, Caden explains he was taken inside the government building and eventually transported to a hospital where he remained.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. Again, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Do you think this butt whooping fell from the sky? Or do you think this kid was doing antagonistic things? I mean, they ran up there to try to free their buddy, didn't they? I mean, they were intentionally trying to stop. It's like, hey, whatever he did, you crossed the line. Like, again, these officers don't just walk up to people, pull out their batons, and start beating the crap out of them for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Down in the volume real quick. But, yeah, if you look right here in the video, which we're playing on the screen right now, they come up. He's yelling. The officer grabs this one guy right here in the white shirt, as you can see. Then he punches an officer right there. You see that? Mm-hmm. He punches an officer.
Not even the officer grabbing him.
Mm-hmm. Then 3 people charge the officers. 3 people. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. This kind of heavy-set girl in the green shirt right here. Then, of course, the guy that gets shot, he's carrying the megaphone. And then this fat, chubby guy wearing all black right here. Charge the police. They push them back. And, of course, like always, because they're very timid people, they immediately back down as soon as they see the police, like, push somebody.
Yep.
Because these people are cowards. They're LARPers.
Yes.
They think that this is not real. Like, I can go back. I have that video pulled up of the girlfriend of the lady that was shot.
Why are you using real bullets?
Why do you have real bullets? Like, they think that this is a game. When the police bring out riot control, they're not playing a game.
Yeah, these police officers want to go home to their families.
Mm-hmm. It's like, for years, like, the Democrats have primed these people to just think that this is just a normal thing. Police come out, riots happen. That's what happens. It's a normal day.
The police just go around walking down the street and they see somebody and they're like, pull out their baton and they go, BAM! Mm-hmm. You know, gotcha. No, that's not what they do. Believe me, they trained us how to use batons. Well, you don't use batons like this. You use batons like this. It's like a straightforward kind of stab motion, mm-hmm. not a like swing up and hit somebody with a bat motion.
Yes.
Again, this is what's so crazy. I mean, the perception of what is done, like my eyes were opened on like this riot control stuff. Mm-hmm. Like they go, you know what the most impressive show of force that we do is that's what they said. You know what the most impressive show of force that they do?
No. What is it?
Donning gas masks.
Oh.
They go, once you do that, they go, most people will just be like, never mind. You know? Like that's the most intimidating show of force they do is when they don. Yeah, he goes. Most of the time we'll don gas masks and we'll never even do anything. Mm-hmm. People just go, oh crap, you know, like they go, it's over.
Yeah,
like I don't want to be here for what happens next.
Which here's just another thing that people don't think about is like that is a paintball gun or a pepper gun in this case that he used on this kid. They don't have sights. Like, paintball guns are not the most accurate things in the world. There's a reason why you can wear a face mask. You just run around and just, like, spray and pray. Yeah. So, first off, it's not like he was intentionally aiming at his eye.
Yep.
2, even if this was one that was so powerful that you could literally aim down your sight and see. As someone who has shot with a gas mask on in a night call, do you know how hard it is to look down the sight of your rifle with a gas mask on?
It's freaking hard, dude.
It's almost impossible. It's just to the point it's like you basically just have to get comfortable and be like,
What do they lower? They lower the standards for the when you have the gas mask on, right? Like it's
yeah,
not,
it's like you don't shoot past 100 yards.
yeah. So when you're wearing a gas mask, you don't shoot past 100 yards, and you don't have to hit 20. Like so, for the regular qual, you got to get. What, is it 23 or 24?
It's 23.
You have to hit 23 out of 40 targets to pass a Army standardized rifle qual. And if you're using the gas mask one, you won't shoot past 100 yards, and you don't have to hit that many. It's like because it's so much harder. Like people are just like, oh, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think the one that we did on our night qual. This is just the night quals. I don't know if it's the gas mask night qual, but it's 12. You have to hit 12.
Nice.
So
12 out of 40.
No, I forget what the number is. I have
Like
to go back and
24,
look.
25, something like
yeah,
that.
but you have to hit 12 out of whatever number it is. I think it's 20. I think it actually might be 20 because you have to be above
Average,
half. Yeah.
above average.
Exactly. So, but again, I can assure you that this guy did not shoot this kid in the face. But again, why are you charging them? If they're grabbing somebody to detain, remember they're not being arrested. You can't officially be arrested unless they say you are under arrest. They start reading you your rights. You can be detained for up to 24 hours, I believe.
Yeah, or they can declare what you're doing is an unlawful assembly, and then they can detain you.
Yes,
or arrest you.
But that's the thing is like detained is not arrested, and
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is like thanks to movies and television, is like every time someone sees someone just get grabbed, they think that they're being arrested. It's like no, you're not being arrested. You have to be charged to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
You can be detained for anything. Like
I think they could all be charged with unlawful assembly.
Exactly. Oh, absolutely. In this case. Remember, they're attacking federal property. This is federal property. When
J6 federal property. This is sovereign ground, sovereign territory.
Yeah.
And like whenever they do it, they go, "There's nothing sovereign about this territory. This is my. I'm the people. The people paid for this building." Even though those kids have probably never paid taxes a day in their life.
Yep. But regardless, it's like this is what you get, kids. You're blind now because you're playing stupid games. Now, granted. He's probably going to get a huge payout from the city. Probably. I mean, this is why most of these protesters go out there. I believe most of these protesters go out there because they think that they're going to get themselves on the news. They're going to be able to try to sue the city or the police at some point and win a settlement. Which this kid probably will win a settlement. Yeah. I hope he doesn't because he was calling upon this. Again, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yep.
That's what this is. You're going to be blind. You're going to be a pirate for the rest of your life because you decided to freaking charge. You like that?
Yeah.
So you decided to charge the riot control.
Yep. A pirate. That's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Well, I mean, he's
you
defending
are a pirate.
You are a pirate. He's defending Somali pirates, so might as well be a pirate too, I guess."
Yep.
But anyway. But we'll get into this. Like, this is just a bunch of stupid stuff going on. But the big thing today, big takeaway on the what we call the thumbnail today, is if you're watching, you can see it says Patriots versus protesters. And the big one today is there's just this one MAGA dude that just wrecked
like five or six Antifa
and
protesters.
he knocks them. He knocks like three of them out.
Well, he knocks
cold.
one dude out twice. Like the first guy that like and whenever you're ready, we'll just start going through this.
I've got to find it though. I've got to find it first. I've got so many here, and like we're struggle bussing right now, so you're gonna have to give me a minute if we can even find it. But I guess we'll start with this right now since I found it already. But this is, of course, the mayor.
The Somali mayor.
Yeah, the Somali mayor, which, again, they also found out that his wife is apparently involved in that food scandal fraud.
His wife?
Yeah, his wife.
No shit. No. So, again, it's these people helping these people get done. That's why he got elected.
And, again, allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. In Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. But, yes, so here is the mayor saying that, oh, we're going to have our police force fight the ICE police force, and then you can see it.
Watch the reaction of the police chief.
As soon as he says this, the police chief's like, eyebrows are all raised up. I mean, it's pretty funny. Check this out. I'll rewind it a little bit. Oh, crap. You're right.
The number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors. Limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by.
Processing. Wait, what? You're telling us we have to fight ICE agents? Like, he's about like, what do you mean by fight them? You know, it's like telling, like, again, it's like telling them not to assist ICE agents. Like, if, you know, they say, hey, we got a problem over here, we need, local law enforcement help, and denying them that is one thing. But you're like, we're gonna go to war with ICE, and not literally, like, we're figuratively gonna go. And the police chief's like, pardon? Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. Like, again, this chief is being held hostage by a retarded mayor.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is. And again, this guy is involved in it, and he's clearly somehow involved in this. He speaks Somali to these people again. So this is what I tell you: is like, Democrats do not care about you. They care about votes. They care about power.
Mm-hmm. They only view things in 2 to 4 year cycles.
Correct.
How much money can I extract from my constituency until I'm out of here?
To the average Minnesotan, to the average Minnesota voter, this guy would import the entire Somali population if they guaranteed to vote for him every single time. He would sell you down the river for Somalis every day of the week as long as he got elected again. Mm-hmm. That is the sign of a bad person.
Again, the minute enough Somalis get in there where they can vote for not a rival Somali clan, but again, this guy and his wife probably giving out assistance to these people. Guess what? They go, we're loyal to you until somebody from our tribe or our clan runs for office.
Exactly.
And again, they definitely have the funds to do it now. But I mean, maybe it's a parasitic relationship where they know that the mayor can actually throw us under the bus because he knows that we're cheating the system. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
All right, here it is, right here. The man, the myth, the legend. We're just going to show you. One Trump supporter is worth 5. Is well worth 5 liberal, protesters. So check this out.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Can't do that.
That can pierce your ears. It's grievous
this is
bodily
assault
injury.
and battery, depending on what state you are in, too. Yeah. I mean, because he's retreating. He's leaving.
to get
And the guy
away.
just keeps pursuing.
Removing himself multiple times.
You'll be laughing long.
And then he decides that he doesn't need to be assaulted and battered anymore. And then
I'm going to turn that off because I don't want to get struck for the music.
Yeah.
Dude, he's just going to town on these people. Yeah, these guys.
Yeah, Crowder did his own little edit here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he just whoops on them.
Again, these people have never experienced violence one time in their life. And it shows. Again, they don't know how to defend themselves. They don't know how to fight. And the minute that, again, violence is the enforcement mechanism. And these people don't have the ability to do it. They rely on the benevolence of the authorities to do it for them. They criticize the police, and then they're going to beg for the police to help them in this scenario.
Yep. So, this guy straight up just whoops the dog crap out of like 5 different protesters. And again, I wish I could find it. Remember that one of that guy that's at a protest and he starts to swing on his buddy when he looks away from him, and that dude catches his fist.
Yeah.
And he's like that, and you just see that guy walk away.
Yeah. Again, it's like these people don't know how to throw punches. They don't know how to fight. They don't know anything. And again, I promise you, if in school, this is, again, I'll say this again. I said it yesterday. We should have some type of combat sports in school.
Yes.
At least boxing or something, because I guarantee you the first time some kid gets popped in the face, it will change their perspective on, It's like that Family Guy scene where that guy, he's going in to murder somebody, and then like they're not in the room, so he goes, huh. And he just gets there and he like kind of stabs himself and he goes, I belong here. I belong in here.
This is what I've been doing to people? I belong in here.
Yeah. Again, like that type of thing. I mean, again, actions have consequences. This is why I know that we've made this huge crusade against, like spanking and hitting kids, but within reason, though. It's like, I do think physical consequences will come if you do bad things. I mean, again, that's a good lesson for any kid to learn. It's like, if you do bad things, I will punish you. I will spank you. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be hit because getting hit hurts.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a lesson that you teach kids. If you antagonize and do bad things to other people, you're likely to be met with reprisals.
Exactly.
Physical.
That comes into just enforcing the law. You mean to tell me that if you actually put somebody in jail for breaking the law, they're less likely to break the law? It's the same thing with kids. You mean to tell me that if a kid steals a cookie and you spank them for stealing a cookie, less likely to steal a cookie again when they know that there's a consequence that comes from it? Mm-hmm. And I guess the liberal argument would be, well, they're just going to figure out ways to sneak the cookie without being seen. It's like, well, eventually they're going to notice that the cookie jar is slowly getting emptier. The cookie bag is getting emptier and emptier. And it's like, I know I'm not eating it.
Yeah. Who stole a cookie from the cookie jar?
It's the same thing with the funds being stolen in Minnesota. It's like, somebody's noticed that the money is finally gone. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just retarded thing. Just like liberal parenting is like, just let them do it. Just let them do it. Just let them do it. Like, whereas conservative parenting is, no.
Actions meet consequences.
Exactly.
Bam. You know? Again, does that mean you just beat the crap out of your kids? No, it's like, let them know that there are reprisals for what they do.
Mm-hmm. 100%. And again, here's that video again of her, why do you have real bullets? Why do you have real bullets?
Yeah, these people are retarded.
Yeah, it's your fault. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
What else you got?
Yeah, I've got so much. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see here. You sent me this one. Is this one relevant to right now?
Kinda. I mean, it's not relevant from the violence, but it's a good story.
Okay, well, then I will refresh it, and then I will get it playing real quick. Okay, there it goes.
I'm sorry, there are two huge stories that just broke today that I don't think people realize the magnitude and how actually insane these stories are. So, number one, in Fulton County, Georgia, you know, where everyone called us conspiracy theorists, everyone attacked Trump because he kept saying the election was rigged. Well, it just came out in one county in Georgia, Fulton County, where Biden won by a little over 11,000 votes. They just said and admitted that 315,000 votes were not valid. 315,000, that's just one county in one state. Mind you, Biden allegedly got 81 million votes in 2020. Meanwhile, this was the peak of COVID, and people still think that this is true. If this happened in one county, imagine what happened nationwide. Number two is the welfare fraud that is being uncovered in the state of Minnesota. Initially, like a week ago, they said it was like 100 million, then it was 1 billion. No, it's now reported since 2019, and this is just like, they haven't even done the full investigation. They found over $19 billion of government fraud in Minnesota. Meanwhile, the governor of Minnesota is Tim Walz. This guy was almost our vice president. So what does that mean? If Kamala Harris and Tim Walz would have won, this crap would have A, kept going, and B, would have been throughout the entire country. Billions of dollars to refugees. And do people realize how crazy this is? If they would have won the election, this country would like literally have never been the same ever again. And people still want to vote blue because they just think Trump is like the end of the world, even though now he's attacking insurance companies, trying to get prices down. It's insane. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what I keep saying. The Democratic Party is the don't look at what's going on, just keep going forward. Just put on your blinders and just keep moving forward. Ignore anything that's going on around you. That is what the Democratic Party is right now. And that's true. They would have not discovered all this fraud. Do you think that they were going to do think Tim Walz was going to have an investigation in his own state of Somali fraud, even if Nick Shirley exposed it? While
they probably would have jailed Nick Shirley for being a racist and
they would have sent the IRS after them, like, where is your money going to, son? We need to figure out exactly where all your money's going. Oh, you mean to tell me that
they would have petitioned YouTube to shut his channel down for being like, this isn't real news.
Remember that the Democratic Party is the party that's like, we need to get a grip on the social media tech companies and have them censor things that we don't like. That was the Democratic Party stance.
Yep.
Like, we need more censorship on there. It's so stupid. But that was good. That was actually really good. I didn't know you had that on here. What's this? You sent me this
Hodge
too from
twins.
the Hodge twins. What is this?
It's just it's them ICE getting attacked at a Target by Target employees.
Really?
Yeah.
This is insane. Insane. Let me refresh this and we're going to start it up then.
I don't know if they're actual employees or if they are just, like
I used to
people who
still up
happen
in
to be at Target
Minnesota,
at the time.
and
But
people still harassing ICE, right? So these people start harassing them. You don't do that.
See that? Go they're recording. They're here. What y'all doing? Go back up. You good?
You good? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, back up. I'm walking here. Back up.
Like that. Good show.
Man, that's what a nice guy. I don't good.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that guy is actually the chief or the head of ICE.
he is the head of ICE.
You Hey, you guys American citizens?
Huh? None of your business.
Who is terrorizing who? Who's terrorizing who?
Hey, don't touch him. Don't touch him. What are you doing? Yo.
I work here, bro.
Yeah, he works it. Look at that.
Or what?
Who is terrorizing who?
Look at that.
Okay, see, look at that.
Look at the grabbing him. Look at the grabbing him. Yo, let him go. Let him.
Again, he was preventing him from going into the store. Like, he made a fake move like he was going to keep walking past, and then he turned to go in, and the guy moved in front of him to block him from going in the store.
This is, again, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I mean, this guy probably is illegal. But even then, you're harassing an officer.
Yeah, I mean, how blatant are you? How dumb do you have to be to do what you're doing?
Is there any more of this I keep playing?
No, I mean, you can, but it's just their commentary after that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Y'all wanted to smoke. Yeah, you wanted to smoke. And Supreme Court gave them the authorization and the discretion. If you have a thick Latin accent, they can detain you. Yeah.
Yo, let him go. Let him go.
Let's go! It's a joke!
You guys are all on video.
Like a YouTuber be like, it's a prank!
Like, then this lady's like, you guys are all on videos. Like, no kidding. They don't care.
Again, lady, this ass whooping didn't just fall from the sky. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. So stupid. It's so stupid.
What's your name?
You have fun, Chubb?
I'm not a U.S. citizen.
I'm innocent.
Why are you kidnapping him?
Why are you kidnapping him?
Why are you
kidnapping him?
Why?
Again, this is why women. So like if you just walked, I get why these women are acting so stupid. Like, they didn't see what happened. They just saw the guy getting tackled at the door. Like, you're kidnapping him. It's like, no. He was out there harassing them for a long ways into the store, then prevented them from going into the store.
Mm-hmm.
How stupid is that? And again, most people just be like, that's non-constitutional. Like, I don't know, maybe if we just had decency laws where people were like, hey, why don't you just treat law enforcement with due respect?
Yeah. Yeah, you think that if you treat them with respect, they might treat you with respect. You know,
Well,
you leave them alone. You
no,
know,
I mean,
it's like an animal. You leave
What's
them
the
alone.
difference between treating an officer different than treating like a person of any other race different? It's like, sorry, no persons of color allowed in Target right now. Sorry, no officers in uniform allowed in the store right now. Just seems like hatred to me, bigotry to me.
100%. Let's see what else we got if I can get these dang videos to pull up because we've got so many. Oh, yeah. Breaking. 3 men who ambushed ICE and attacked ICE agents in Minneapolis last night have been identified as Venezuelans in our country illegally.
Go figure. See, how blatant is it that these guys, you think they would be hiding from ICE?
Mm-hmm.
No, these guys are the ones attacking ICE.
Yep. All 3 entered the country during the Biden administration. Julio Cesar Sosa, CS, prior arrest for driving without a license, giving false names, was released back onto the streets in Minneapolis authorities who don't honor detainer requests. Alejandro, I'm going to butcher this last one, Anorha, was issued a final order of removal by immigration judge in 2023, and Gabriel Alejandro Hernandez Ledminza was marked by the Biden admin as in non-enforcement prior in 2023. Good God. Yeah. What's going on here? These people had deportation orders. They're criminals. Did these guys look like doctors and lawyers that we need here in this country? No, they're thugs. These are thugs. God.
It's like Trump was right when he said they're not sending their best or their brightest.
100%. I don't understand how liberals can defend this stuff. We'll get into that one later. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, you'll like this. Our first funny meme of the day. ICE detains a 2-time child assaulter and illegally entered our country. 55-year-old white liberal women.
Got the Will Byers chase coming.
I love it. Yeah, that's great stuff, man. The memes coming out of this are ridiculous, and I love it. Okay, we'll get into that one later, too. That one's just more meme content more than that. Nick Shirley. Man loses it on Nick Shirley after he exposes another fraudulent Somalian business called Silver Mountain Home Healthcare. Check this out.
Location for Silver Mountain, Inc., LLC, and Co. Let's see if any... Yes, we're wondering where Silver Mountain...
Silver Mountain?
Silver Mountain.
Oh, I don't know that. What is this? It says 2722 Park Avenue.
Where is
Silver Mountain here? Fuck Silver Mountain. You don't have a permission to do that.
Okay, so Silver Mountain does not exist.
You were no, the name's not fuck Silver Mountain.
Look at that building. Look at how nice that office building is. Good God almighty. These people are loaded.
Mm-hmm. Just Silver Mountain. Don't ask me that. When you come...
All right,
so sign me up for a business that you don't have to do Jack and Schmidt, and just sit there all day and can just watch YouTube videos or whatever all day. Good God almighty.
So Silver Mountain does not exist.
You're making a business. You have millions of people watching you. You're making business to
okay, sir.
People.
You have millions of people watching right
yes.
now. Where is Silver Mountain?
I don't know where
Healthcare?
Silver Mountain is.
Okay, well, that's what we're looking for. All right, we're moving on.
So if he doesn't know where it is, why is he getting so hostile? He knows it's a fraudulent business. Like, if you honestly had no clue what was going on, you'd just be like, sure, I can try to help you find it. I mean, how many times has someone walked into our building like, hey, I'm looking for this place? And we're like, yeah, I can help you find that. Yep. I don't go, get out of here. Get out of here.
What are you doing here? This is a different business. You don't need to be in here unless you want to do business with us.
When you walk into because this office complex that we're in right now has multiple different businesses in it. People walk into our office all the time looking for another business. I don't go, you do not have a reason to be here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You are ruining this business. Like, you just tell them, oh, you're looking for that? They're next door, or they're 2 doors down.
I mean, exactly. You'd be like, hey, can I give a shout out to your viewers and say, hey, if you want an insurance quote, come here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what's so stupid about this entire thing.
Yeah.
These people should be thrilled that someone with that many followers is being like, hey, if any of your followers are local, come here to do business with us. We would love to have you.
100%.
But that's how low IQ the Somali people are. They're idiots.
David.
Yeah.
They don't view publicity that way because they don't want publicity. They don't want the smoke. They want to steal. They want to lie, cheat, and steal and take American taxpayers' hard-working money.
No kidding. Let's keep seeing if there's anything else on this.
Where is Silver Mountain?
Just shy of $4 million worth of fraud.
I mean, this is shocking. 3 companies are supposed to be in that building, and he's never heard of them. He doesn't know anything about them.
So this is actually the location.
Insane. 3 companies, 3 businesses are supposed to be in that building. He knows nothing about them. So which means that he is sitting there on his ass getting paid to do nothing. That's insane.
Collecting your tax dollars and not providing a tangible good or service.
All right. This one is another one that we'll save for here in a little bit. I'm just trying to find all the stuff with Minnesota. Oh, yeah. These lovely, sane, rational human beings on TikTok that are just expressing their opinions of what they think of ICE. Check this out.
Hey, kill these ICE agents, bro.
Do the thing that you're supposed to do. Utilize the Second Amendment.
They are going to murder us.
She's attractive. What is she doing?
Liberals, whenever they only believe in the Second Amendment when it comes to breaking the law.
Mm-hmm.
So funny.
Oh, hello.
Is that bulletproof vest even bulletproof anymore?
Fuck ICE! This can't be happening! Fucking pathetic worm.
You know, these pussy-ass ICE motherfuckers, they're gonna start catching a hell of a lot more than snowballs.
Like, if you wear an ICE badge, from now on, I would expect people to start magnating you.
I encourage everyone who sees this video to bear arms and practice your Second Amendment right.
They're minding their business. Boo! That's how we need to start doing them.
We're not gonna go get justice. We're gonna go get revenge. We're gonna round up a whole lot of motherfuckers.
Hey, if you're an ICE agent, this might be a good time to kiss your spouse and kids goodbye, because you know what? You might not be coming home tomorrow.
You wonder why ICE is shooting first and asking questions later? You
Right
wondering why? Are we wondering why yet?
Yeah, these are normal, well-adjusted human beings that live amongst you, calling for the death of people just doing their jobs, trying to deport criminals, criminal assaulters, criminal sexual assaulters, criminal kidnappers, criminal child abusers.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are standing up for those child abusers.
Again,
they think they think again these people are under the impression that every immigrant is just a sweet, innocent baby angel Aladdin who's here because they're a refugee. They don't. These people don't. There's a reason they're on TikTok and they're not doing a job that benefits society. There's a reason that they're doing the things because they. I mean, it's like what they say. It's like whenever the communists take over, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to have a farm and teach music lessons. It's like your farm.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a farm. What do you mean it's going to be your farm? That's hilarious. They think that the life is going to be perfect. It's like, guys, the more you produce, the more luxury you'll have because you're somebody who's useful to society.
It's also extremely hilarious. Like for anybody that's ever lived on a farm or their grandparents actually farmed animals, do you know how early and how long you have to work? That's an all-day, 24/7 job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Grandpa was up at the ass crack of dawn every morning to go feed his cows.
Then he'd go to work all day, then come back and stay out there until dusk, making sure the animals were okay before he woke up the next day.
And remember, it's like the thing that they ignore because they think that, everything in nature just goes perfectly. It's like, when one of those animals gets sick, you have to call the vet and you have to sit out there with it. I mean, you remember that one Christmas where we had the calf that got abandoned by its mom and had to live in the garage all Christmas because it was too cold for it to survive out there on its own? It's like, crap like that happens.
Yep.
And you have to sit there with it all the time and deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just happy-go-lucky Disneyland, never have to clean or see any blood, crap, or piss. Like, it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Ah, these people drive me insane.
ICE agent, just say you were with me, and I'll corroborate the story.
Like, hello? Knock, knock, knock. Are you home? Wake up!
Rage.
Fuck, I hate it here!
Hawaiians, no.
Then leave. Please just leave the country. Go to any other country and see how their immigration enforcement goes. Guarantee you it's not going to be it's going to be worse, 10 times worse.
Yeah. What else you got?
Let's see. We got so much to get through still, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Ilhan Omar was just removed from Foreign Affairs Committee. Thank God. She needs to be removed, period. She needs to be denaturalized and deported and then sued for all the money that she's taken from the United States.
Yeah, to get as rich as she is now.
So here's this. Check this out.
A Democrat from a major committee. Ilhan Omar was removed from the House Foreign Affairs Committee by a party line vote of 2-8.
Look at that. Every Democrat said nay. Every Republican said yay. So the Democrats are in lockstep with this. They don't care that she's cheating. They don't care that she's lied about stuff. The Democratic
They
Party.
don't care that they've stolen from her constituency.
The Democratic Party is a lost party at this. I can't see how you can continue to vote Democrat. The Republicans aren't the best, but at least they're not stealing. At least you can argue that they're not stealing and doing theft at the levels of the Democratic Party and then pretending like it's not happening or willfully just ignoring it. It's insane to me.
Yep.
18 to 211. Just voted to remove a Democrat
That
from.
was all there was with that. Thank God. What else we got? Ah, yes, another one that they have. So updates. Somalian man crashed out after Nick Shirley showed up at this address claiming to be a transportation company, only to find out that it was a liquor store. I thought Muslims weren't allowed to sell liquor. How strange.
To do with race. This is fraud. It's fraud.
This absolutely has to do with us being Muslim.
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa. This is a constitutional argument. If you don't want us here, change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, you don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying that.
No.
We're not saying that.
When I go
Sir, honestly, at this point, I want to say that. And it's an unfortunate reality. I do want to say that because you can't trust their testimony. You can't trust anything that they say. And again, it's what we told you. It's like Christianity and Islam are the opposite. As Christianity comes into a place, it slowly becomes more watered down and slowly becomes less, I would say, fundamental. Whereas Islam is the opposite. It starts watered down, and the more that come in, the more extreme they get.
Yep.
So that's the difference between the two, but we'll keep watching.
You're talking about fraud. When
I go onto your comments,
my comments.
What I see is people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
Listen, you're preparing for the
based commenters.
Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like the Japanese community. All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
that's the other thing too. I hate that logic too because what's his name? Your guy that you watch,
Fat Electrician.
Fat Electrician talked about this. It's like, yes, we did that to them, but the Japanese people were like, did that willingly because they're like, yeah, we're Americans. We're not, were they happy about it? Probably not. But like they willingly went to these camps like, yeah, we're not traitors. We won't do everything. And then which infantry division was it that they sent in?
The Puka Puka.
Yeah, the one Puka Puka. Yeah, the one Puka Puka that went in, and to prove that they were like the hardest, most badass, and like we want to be Americans, they were one of the best fighting forces in World War II when they were sent in to the European theater.
Yep.
They were amazing. And they saved a unit in Texas.
They saved the Texas unit.
Yeah, they saved the Texas unit. And my God, like I said, those guys are hard-charging Americans. You couldn't get these Somali Americans to sign up to go to war ever.
No.
They
Like,
don't
this
fight.
is not my problem. It is out of my purview. I do not care
Just
about
like
this
we
issue.
saw the video of those kids, like, yeah, what if we went to the war in the Middle East? Just, oh, we wouldn't sign up to go. It's
we
against
cannot fight our Muslim brothers. We cannot fight them.
Yep, you can't do that in Islam.
They'll fight you, though.
Yeah, they will fight you. But anyway, we'll keep watching. He's about to start flipping out here in a second.
Something that
answer
can
the
listen.
question. Where is the transportation
something
vehicle
that can
company?
jeopardize
Answer the question.
The safety and the protection of the Somali people.
This is a perfect example of them ignoring the thing. Where's this transportation company? You're racist. You're racist. That is the liberal mindset. That's how liberals have gotten out of every debate ever.
Yep.
Is they just start calling you names. They start calling you racist, bigoted, homophobic, whatever the word of the day that they want to use. That's what happens. They just ignore the problems. Like, all we're trying to do is figure out where this transportation company is. You're a racist. You're a racist. You're a racist.
It's almost like you're projecting because you know you're guilty.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about
If
fraud,
anything
sir.
happens to the Somali
We're talking
community,
about fraud.
Listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching
You're
him.
getting very close.
I'm not physically touching him. No, I'm not physically touching him.
This is fraud.
What
We're talking
you're
about
doing,
fraud.
What you're
You're
what
defending
you're doing,
fraud.
When I go into your comments,
You're defending fraud.
People who hate Muslims
Okay,
want
people
us
can-
out of
We
here.
already
can
hate
say what they
Muslims
want.
because you're
We're not
liars.
censoring
Are
anybody.
using your material. Islamophobes use your material. People who hate Islam use your material. Say to us,
Maybe if people
we
who
don't
are
want you
Muslims
here.
didn't lie, cheat,
Change
and
the
steal,
Constitution.
people
But guess
wouldn't
what? Let me tell you
despise
something. Guess what?
Muslims.
Say it. We're asking about
You know,
fraud.
what
We're
you
asking
do,
about fraud.
You hate Muslims.
I'm not saying I hate
You
Muslims.
hate Mu- you
We're
know
talking
you
about
hate
fraud.
Muslims.
We're talking
Why
about
are you
fraud.
attacking us?
This is fraud.
Again,
big brain guy right there.
Because of
He's
fraud?
We're talking about fraud.
That
only
80 IQ
community
coming in
that
real
does
handy
fraud?
for him. You know what
Are
I'm
we
saying?
the only community that
Again,
does
but they
this?
came.
This
Somebody
is about
came here and
fraud.
coached him in
Guess
America
what?
and said,
300
just
Somali
accuse
providers
all of
out
your
of
enemies of
Minnesota?
racism, and you'll be fine, no matter what things you do.
Yep. So they use the Democratic playbook. They have used the Democratic playbook since 2000, since the early 2000s, I would say, because that is how the Democrats have argued since like the early to mid 2000s.
Correct.
It's like when you're backed into a corner, just accuse your opponent of being racist, because then they're on the defensive.
Yep. What else?
Absolutely retarded. We've got a few more. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, we might have to do a full breakdown of this. But Ben Shapiro went on Gavin Newsom's podcast. And, again, every time Gavin Newsom brings on a conservative, he just gets stomped on. I mean, I don't see how liberals go, oh, he's so smart, he's so clever. Like, Ben Shapiro absolutely ragdolled him. So we might actually have to do a breakdown of this like later. We'll have to actually watch this full
I'm
thing
not
through.
even
This
that
is
big
just
a fan
highlights.
of Ben Shapiro anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, yeah. But, again, I just like to see Gavin Newsom get dunked on. I don't care who it's by.
Well, the problem is what he's doing is Gavin Newsom's being tactical here. He's learning how to argue with conservatives, so he'll be better on the debate stage in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. So
if he can go against what he thinks the best that conservatism has to offer, he'll be significantly better when he's going up against J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio.
Yeah, that is probably true. That is the case. But if they can get guys like Ben Shapiro, Charlie Kirk, who was on his show. I mean, who was the other one? Was it Steve Bannon? Who was the other one that was on his show? I forget. But get the talking points and got to ham him down. But that's the problem. That's why I don't like those debates. Like, you have 1 minute to respond.
Yeah.
How can you respond 1 minute to a guy that's completely destroyed his state and has bankrupted and corrupted his state?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's not a 1 minute answer that you can solve. Just like he'll just go, that wasn't my fault. That was Trump's. You know,
That
that's
was
all
all
they'll
the
do.
evil conservatives who are offshoring their wealthy money offshore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, California has tax. I mean, there's 16 states right now. Let's talk about those 16 states.
Well, why don't we talk about California? This is the question that you're not wanting to answer, which is whether boys can become girls.
Yeah, I think I'm for the grace of God. Yeah.
When AOC
can boys be girls? Just the grace of God.
He said this week that ICE should be abolished. You disagree?
Oh, I disagree.
Your press office tweeted out that it was state-sponsored terrorism. Our ICE officers obviously are not terrorists.
Yeah.
A tragic situation is not state-sponsored terrorism.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Basically, the whole family ended up in Florida. My parents ended up near me in Florida. My in-laws, who lived in Sacramento, ended up near me in Florida.
Interesting.
And yeah, there may be some reasons for that, Governor. The problem is that when I left, I also took 80 employees. About radically lowering the income tax rates.
Yeah. So he's one of the guys that fled California. Remember, Ben Shapiro lived in California, moved
His
to
whole
Florida.
life.
Yeah. Moved to Florida because California was becoming unlivable and taxes was just going up. He was being taxed like crazy. He wants to talk about the income tax. Like, well, we need to talk about these other 16 states. Why don't we just talk about California? You're not in charge of these other 16 states. We need to talk about what you're in charge of, sir.
Yeah, if Tech Valley, what do they call it?
Yeah, Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley left California, you'd be screwed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he absolutely would. And they're talking about, I mean, Wall Street's trying to leave New York for Christ's
Wall
sake.
Street's going to Texas.
Then again, he completely ignores the question about can boys be girls.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is,
Grace of God.
by the grace of God. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Hey, keep God out of California, man.
Golly. What else? Which one was the other one that they talked about real quick?
Doesn't matter. Let's go to the next one.
All right. Next one it is. Oh, yeah. AOC and then calling ICE terrorists. That's what it was. He has called ICE terrorists. He has said that he will not comply. And then he has Ben Shapiro come us through. This is how you know that he is a pathological liar.
Yeah, he's a chameleon.
He will say something to his constituents and on the press, but then when he's with Ben Shapiro, oh yeah, they're not terrorists. I don't think really.
It's the same way with the Tulsa mayor, the new Tulsa mayor. What's his name? The former TU football player. Like,
yeah, I forget.
He's there and like he says all the liberal progressive stuff, and then whenever he goes to the police, because a bunch of your guys in your platoon and company are cops. A bunch of my guys are TPD officers, and when he comes to this, he goes, "Hey, no crime in my town. I want you to go in those gang neighborhoods and bust some heads." It's like, where was this rhetoric from whenever you're on TV, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we just did that one. I think we're just about wrapped up then.
Good deal.
Here. If I can get this guy to play. See if I can get it to refresh real quick. Libs of oh, yes, this is the Black Panther guy here that says we're going to start fighting people in the streets if I can get it to play. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Well, if it won't play, we'll just let it go. But anyway, Black Panther, guy that says he's in charge of the Black Panthers now. Oh, there it is. Here he is.
Ever run up on me, I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't going to act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are going to legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied.
It has birdshot in there.
Yeah, well, it'll still hurt.
It'll still hurt, but if he has birdshot, that ain't doing shit unless he hits face or skin. Like, it's going to be completely blocked by a vest.
Yeah. Again, just
with their job that they're doing, not
they're
feeling like they're tyrants.
The news will interview this guy and be like, this guy's a patriot and a hero. It's like if they interview somebody from the Tea Party, they'd be like, look at this nut job carrying a rifle around.
Yep.
Feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies, that makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher, you meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucking people. No power to the pig.
Yeah, that's a
slave catchers, not police, slave catchers. Jeez, the rhetoric these people use.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Now, this is the last funny one I have here. It says, ICE comes across, when ICE comes across an angry liberal lesbian. When ICE comes across an angry liberal lesbian. Good reference.
That's good. That is a great reference, man. Good job stealing that from Jurassic Park. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
that's
stuff.
funny. That's really funny. Okay. Now, this comes back into the whole assimilation argument that we've been having going on. We'll just start at this one right here. Muslim women refused to shake hands with the Crown Prince of Norway during a citizenship ceremony. Shaking hands is haram, but seeking refuge in a non-Muslim country and living there on welfare is halal.
Good God.
So just remember that. And again, if you want to see how they're going to treat you once they get here, check this guy out. Streamer gets pressed for wearing an English or a London shirt walking around Britain. I don't know what town this is. So let me see if we get things here. Wearing an England shirt in London and getting harassed for it. This is what happens when your leadership puts everyone else first and forgets their own people. Yeah.
Would that street me, like? Yeah, bro. I saw you wearing the England top. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Why are you on that EDO flex? We're in England, bro. Why are you on the EDO flex? Because we're in England, bro. Bro, I was watching the stream. You were trying to be racist. We're in England, bro. You were trying to be racist. We're in England, bro. You were trying to be racist. We're literally in England. Are we not in England? Yeah, he was. I didn't say illegal immigrants. Yes, you was, bro. Yes, you was, bro. Nah, bro. Yes, you was, bro. No, I wasn't, bro. You was. Now you're trying to act up for the stream. I'm not acting up for nothing. You're the one acting up, bro. You're the one acting up. You are. It's not even COVID no more, bro. What's going on? So what? Are you going to tell me? Are you going to...
That is a black culture thing. It's called punking. You know, it's not universal to the black culture, but they do it quite a bit more because cameras are around. But yeah, no, I mean that's what they do. They'll walk up to you and they'll, you know, act, and that they just want you to submit and be like, yeah, you know, basically admit that you're a little bitch baby or something like that, and then walk away.
Yep. But yeah, if you stand your ground and don't get punked, they leave you alone generally, because if you flee or you get scared or run away, they've got you, and they're probably going to chase you down and beat you. Yep. But even then, it's like that's what you can expect. I mean, he's wearing a English or a London shirt in London. Why is he getting pressed
again,
for that?
They're coming over here. This isn't London over here, buddy. This is not London town. This is Little Mogadishu. This is Little North Africa. This is whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Inshallah, time.
This is Dear Scotland. This man's son is running to be the leader of your country. Your culture and your heritage will be forgotten.
Will come that there will be a law in place all over the world that there can be no disrespect to our beloved Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Okay, now this is why I will always say, how do you know Islam is a bad or evil religion? You can't criticize their prophet. Christians get mad when you blaspheme our God, Jesus and God.
But we don't threaten to kill you for it. You can people can criticize Jesus, and we're not going to come after you for it. We're just going to say, hey, whoa, that's don't like that. But I mean, if you're not a Christian, I mean, I guess you can. You feel free to criticize Jesus all you want.
People can criticize. People criticize the prophets all the time. The prophets effed up all the time. Moses effed up. Elijah. I mean, you can go through the list of the prophets. Of the people who
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were not perfect. They abandoned Jesus in his most desperate hour.
Exactly. Peter got rebuked by Paul regularly.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, is like we can criticize the prophets, but criticizing your Lord is what's seen as a blasphemous thing in our religion and in the Jewish religion. But in Islam, criticizing their prophet is the worst thing you could do. Like, you can criticize the God all you want, but you talk about our prophet, you're done for, bud.
Yeah.
Which makes zero sense. Why do you care more about the prophet than you care about God? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. This is how you know it's a backwards, wrong, evil religion.
Yes.
But this is what's coming. It's like
lastly, I want to say, as Brother Imam Qasim has said, that we love our beloved prophet more than our parents, than our daughters,
Anybody see any women
than
up
our
there?
sisters, than our son. So there is no way. The message is loud and clear.
Pause.
From the
to that little girl on Broken Arrow. Where are the women up here? Where are the women? Like, you say Islam is a tolerant, peaceful, and caring religion, and it's empowering for women. Where the heck are all the women?
Don't see them. They're nowhere to be seen because only men are allowed to be in these places.
Again, it's like what Chad was saying earlier. Islam comes in as this watered down, like, oh, it's a feminist religion, it's all this stuff. And then when it gets into power, it's like, burqas for all.
Yeah.
No women in public, ever.
I wish I had pulled it up, but Jesse Lee Peterson had an interview with a guy who just recently converted to Islam, and he's a black preacher or imam, whatever they call him now. And Jesse Lee Peterson was pressing him on all the hardcore tenets of Islam. He's like, I've never heard that. I've never heard that. I go, yeah, because they don't teach that to new converts. They don't start teaching the hardcore stuff until they've taken over a good chunk, and then they bring in
and
their
they've
real
indoctrinated you well long enough to be like, okay, we can do no wrong now.
But yeah, let's finish this up real quick. But yeah, they want to make it illegal to talk bad about the prophet. That is what, you can't criticize a religion. I mean, good God, Christianity gets criticized all the time. It's ridiculous.
Glasgow, Scotland, and 1.5 billion Muslims all over the world, that any disrespect to our beloved prophet and any burning of Holy Quran will be unacceptable, intolerable, and the Muslims will not tolerate this. And inshallah, I am sure that we'll be able to pass the law with United Nations and with European Union that in future, if anybody commits this crime, they will be prosecuted and brought to justice. And inshallah, time will...
Yep, just restarted. Yeah, so burning their holy books, talking bad about their prophets that is Sharia law, tenet 101. So that is them trying to bring in Sharia law. The fact that you can talk crap about the Church of England, you can talk crap about all this other stuff, Now, granted, the Church of England has gone kind of blasphemous, in my opinion.
Yeah,
there's
woke.
just a big split. There's a big split within the Anglican Church, right?
What's going on there?
They had just appointed a female.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch here in the United States and in like African countries that are breaking off, saying that nope, Nope, not a part of that.
You don't recognize your authority anymore.
Well, that's the thing. They say that. They still follow all the same. That's why I said they're still Anglican because they follow all the same tenets, but they don't recognize
that
female. Yeah, they don't recognize that authority from there anymore because a female priest has taken over.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I just found that to be extremely interesting. All right. Now, you're wondering how these political views have become so radical, especially in the case of college-educated people. I have brought this graph up right here. So check this out.
Wow, it's going down.
This is the 80s. Okay, I think this might be copyright music, so I'm going to throw it off real quick. Then George Bush gets elected, Gulf War happens, goes up.
What does this graph represent? Like the number of people employed?
Okay. No, this is percentages of professors that identify their political views. So the blue line here, as you can see, I forget that you're so far away, is liberal. Purple says middle, or I would assume independent, and then red is conservative. As you can see, as soon as George W. Bush came into office, there's a huge momentum shift here.
Yeah.
So check this out. And it doesn't really ever recover, and you're about to see the middle just disappear here in a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
So 96, 97, conservatives are still going down in the 2000s.
And the liberals are proudly going up.
Mm-hmm. See, the middle or independents are going down too. There's a little spike right here, but nope, start shooting back down in the 2000s. Liberals is just spiking up and up and up. 2000s, there's a little dip in the 13 from 2012. It goes right back up. Independents are making a spike back up, and then 2020 rolls around, and look at that. That is where we're at today. Is you wonder why colleges are becoming so radical and only breeding out
intellectually dead.
Yeah. Are only breeding out people or radical activists. This is why. You wonder why communism and socialism are the big, we need to start trying communism and socialism, despite the fact they've been tried so many times before. This is why. Because there is no intellectual or political diversity, political thought diversity in colleges anymore. This is why Charlie Kirk started Turning Point right here.
Yeah.
Is this shit right here. So, I mean, do you have anything else to say on that?
No, again, that's scary. That graph is terrifying. Even if it stayed, let's say that graph stayed at 20, 30% for conservatives. Why are conservatives afraid to do that? It's an amalgamation of things. Obviously, Hollywood, The Daily Show with Jon Stewart made it untenable to be, like, again, you don't take your opponent seriously if you're laughing at them. So Hollywood is responsible for this. The toxic work environment of the college system, only promoting or allowing liberal thought and opinion. And again, how many videos? I've seen videos, multiple videos, and lawsuits put together because there would be employees of universities who would say something that they're pro-conservative or something, and then their peers in the university would file complaints, get them fired. I remember hearing videos about that.
Yeah. Well, even that, like, I would say, like, in the interview process, they probably ask about LGBTQ topics and stuff like that, and if they answer, I'm not a big fan of that, they're going to say, like, definitely going to the bottom of the pile.
You're not
here.
a good fit here.
Yeah. I would say the people hiring, that's the thing, is like the liberals have gotten so deep into these universities, they're the hiring folks now. Like, so when they get on the boards and they're looking at somebody's resume, they go, not on board with our whole diversity, equity, inclusion thing, you're going to the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like transgender stuff? Going to the bottom of the pile. That's what's going on.
Yep.
So they're gatekeeping. This is gatekeeping. Then this last one here, I just thought this one was very funny. It says, murder by race, while Ilhan Omar is talking about the real problem in America is white men. So check this out.
A lot of conservatives in particular would say that the rise in Islamophobia is a result not of hate, but of fear, a legitimate fear, they say, of quote-unquote jihadist terrorism, whether it's Fort Hood or San Bernardino or the recent truck attack in New York. What do you say to that?
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. And so if fear was the driving force of policies to keep America safe, Americans safe inside of this country, we should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
That's amazing. Per 100,000, it stays constant between 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm. For white.
That's incredible.
And then, like I said, but this is the other thing, too, is they start breaking in more categories as time goes on. Like, truthfully, I think that this should be broken down even harder into, you know, black, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, because then you'd get an even better breakdown. But, like, you know, that's why I said I take all these little TikTok ones with a grain of salt. But because, you know, you don't know if they're 100% true. There's definitely some truth to them. But, you know, that's the issues that we're having right now, is like we're pretending like it's the white men. Like, they just want you to focus on white people. It's the only people that you can discriminate against
legally.
Legally and without any repercussions. But, you know, the moment that you point out stats, statistics, and facts to them, they're going to go, you're racist.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened
like
with Nick Shirley.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you just hate the Muslims. You do not like black people.
You just don't like Somalis. You know, it doesn't matter. It's like, we're exposing fraud. It doesn't matter who's doing the fraud. We're exposing this fraud. You are racist.
Yeah.
That has been the liberal argument since the 2000s.
Like the damn TU, whenever that lady, the African-American lady who was in charge of the student association was robbing us, and that are one of our college buddies like, well, it's important that she lectured you guys on race because you guys are a bunch of privileged white guys. They're going, how dare you say that to us when she was picking our pockets the entire time she was at our university?
And then, mind you, this was a white guy that told me, that said this to me.
Yeah. Idiots.
But I think that's about it. I was going to place out that one video that you had sent me about the guy that's like, you're the people that, you know, wanted mandatory COVID vaccines.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that's about all I've got for you today. Sorry we don't get to, like, there's just so much going on. I want to talk about Iran. I want to talk about all these, but we just don't have enough time in the day, you know, and like we're trying to keep our subjects focused. I mean, our shows are running like hour long now. I mean, our goal was to try to get them down to 15 minutes. I think that's what we're going to try to shoot for next week, is just do 15-minute segments next week. And I know that we're going to miss a lot of subjects, but I mean, there's just so much going on. And it's
all connected.
Tomorrow everything will be, you know, forgotten, and we'll have a whole new news cycle.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be skipping stuff because there'll be something else breaking that happens again. Like, especially with what's going on. I mean, every time I turn around, there's another ICE attack in Minneapolis or somewhere now.
We're never going to be able to get off this subject.
And like the other thing that just happened is, like, I wanted to talk about this too, but we always try to keep our Friday show light, is the European Union is sending in like 30 soldiers to
Greenland.
To Greenland, because Trump's like, I'm wanted.
Yeah,
I'm coming to get it.
But again, it's like we want to talk about Greenland. I want to talk about Iran. Keelian sent us a bunch of stuff about, you know, like the local happenings here, like a child abuse thing. There's just so much going on that we're not even able to get to it, and we're doing an hour-long segment, and everything in this segment's not even about a certain thing. It's just like an amalgamation of stuff that's pseudo-related but happening all over the world.
I would say it's completely related, because it's like it's these immigrants coming in, not adjusting to the society and demanding that the society adjusts to them. It's completely irrelevant.
Yep.
As we've seen.
Again, imagine this. Like, so the immigrants come here and demand that our society adjust to them. Imagine if we went to heaven and say, hey, God, hey, I don't like this book of yours, the Bible. Adjust to me so it makes me feel better.
That's pretty much what the Quran did. That's basically what Muhammad did left and right. When he broke a law or broke something that wasn't supposed to be done in the Quran, he's like, oh, but God gave me permission to do this. Like, really? Because God doesn't do that for anybody in the Bible. He's like, oh, you sinned against me. You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's like, David, you killed Uriah and sent him off to the front lines to be killed.
So you could have his wife.
Yeah, it's like, you will be punished for this.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, that's really about all I've got for you today. This is the Twins with Owasso Live. We apologize for not being able to be up to date on all the new subjects. If this was our full-time job and this is all we did, yeah, sure, I'd be pumping out videos and we do 15-minute segments 5 times a day. But we still work full-time, so we apologize for that. But this is the Twins of the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. That is all we've got for you today. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
That supports ICE probably would have turned over Anne Frank, too. You guys supported vaccine passports. You fucking cheered when police shut down church services during COVID. You encouraged your neighbors to snitch on people. You guys legit created a fucking hotline to call and snitch on people if they had more than fucking 5 people over for Easter. You suggested that anybody who supports Trump should go to a re-education camp. You backed mask mandates for toddlers. You fucking doxed people for making political donations. You supported FBI surveillance of parents. You applauded arrests of political opponents. You guys are the real schmazzies. And you're fucking domestic terrorists to boot. You guys also made hate speech tip lines to report people who say shit that you don't like. You guys wanted to ban books about American history. We just wanted to ban books that had sexual content for children. And you want to know what? I wouldn't have turned Anne Frank over because she was a legal citizen. Anybody that supports ICE probably would have turned